from the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's running free down the middle. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Denson. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Lost to throw again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's James. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Irish! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Quarterback now breaking the field. With the catch, it's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clemson is quick to the line.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem.
There he goes. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. the gun. They'll run it inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Denson. Steps away. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. At the 40. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Denson. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's James. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. The 40, the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Starts to scramble to the left. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your...
Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Under fire. Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's James. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And he's done it again, cracking 2 bills from scrimmage. He might be on his way to breaking Julius Jones' record set in 2003.
And I remember that game, and he showed you a little bit of everything. And that's what you see, man. You love getting guys the football multiple ways, inside, outside. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you're trying to figure out, where's he going to be? How's he going to get the football? And when you focus in on him, it opens up other things. But right now, Notre Dame having their way because they're featuring their guy.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's James. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Quickly out to the tight end. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. On the ground, it's Coleman. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clemson jumps to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll line up to go for 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Denson. Might be looking to run. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's James. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Fighting off the defender. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, out of space. The 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
How about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Clemson is quick to the line. They want to throw it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line for 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
It's caught for the 2. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's James. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's James. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away. Seeing it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's video. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the catch. It's James. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Denson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing forward, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then, Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Denson. And that one's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Notre Dame right back to the line.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking deep, and it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To throw, it's Denson. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points. Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out. Turning it on! Running through contact. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this.
Breaks into the open. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to add another. It's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Wants to throw. It's Denson. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. There he goes. Open it up. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now, kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Denson. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man to the left. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Yates. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Clemson.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.